just while we're on the football, who starts at centre back? It's been 2 different pairings in the 2 friendlies,
Scotty.
and a couple of people asking about the goalkeeper. Because I know Angus Gunn was obviously in the other night after Gordon against Curaçao.
Well, it's interesting because you're right. I think all 3 positions were kind of up for grabs coming out here. That's me just whether Steve Clark had decided in his own mind, I don't know. But from outside, it felt like those positions were up for grabs. In terms of the centre backs, I mean, John Souttar and Scott McKenna got a chance. Curaçao at home the week before we came out. I don't think John Souttar is in the greatest form at the minute for club or country recently. And Scott McKenna, who before we came out I thought was a stick on to start as left centre back, he struggled a bit against Curaçao in that friendly. So Steve Clark switches it for the Bolivia game. He gives Hanley and Hendry a chance, and I thought the 2 of them were solid and sound. And I know the team played better. It was a better all-round performance, but the 2 centre backs looked pretty solid, pretty comfortable, and I think they might have just played their way into the starting lineup for Haiti.
I think one of the big advantages Jack Henry's got as well, Scott, is the fact that he's playing in Saudi Arabia.
Yeah,
this temperature, this doesn't faze him.
No.
And he's rapid over the ground, isn't he? And I think if you're going to take risks, if you're going to play in an attacking, adventurous sort of style of play against Haiti, you're going to need pace to cover in at the back, and Jack Henry gives you that. And these conditions won't faze him at all.
And in terms of the keeper, Dan, it's weird, and I've no kind of. I'd love to say I've got a kind of a lot of reasons for thinking this, but before we came, I thought Craig Gordon was probably going to start. I've flipped now. Just the more I think about it, he puts Angus Gunn in last week on Saturday. For the last warm-up game, he gives him the number 1 jersey in the squad list, or the FIFA squad list for the World Cup. He played the full game the other night.
And in the first game, Craig Gordon started it, and Liam Kelly finished it. Yeah,
I've just got a feeling Angus Gunn's maybe going to be his pick for the Haiti game. And look, as much as I say I thought Craig Gordon would start, and I think probably overall, if those 2 are at their best, I would probably rather have Craig Gordon. I think he's probably a better keeper, despite his age. Could be the oldest player at this World Cup if he plays. But Gunn, he's never really let Scotland down. He's been a really good addition for us into the squad. You could argue he's better with the ball at his feet than Craig Gordon. I've just got a feeling he's going to get the nod for this game at the weekend.
Is that who you guys would start? Or would you both go with Craig Gordon?
It's difficult because you're not seeing them. Both of them hardly played any football.
I'd be inclined to go with Craig Gordon. I just think, how sometimes in football there's a bit of fate. Sometimes things are just meant to happen. I know that sounds weird, kind of juju stuff, but I genuinely think there's Craig Gordon in particular. His whole career has been built on incredible stories.
Yep.
And I've just got a feeling, even last season, he doesn't play for Hearts. The one game that he does come in, he makes the save of the season. I just think there's something there for Craig Gordon. That he could come in and make those sort of saves that I'm not sure. And I like Angus Gunn, and he's not a guy that lets you down a lot. He's had little fluctuations in form, but I'm not sure that he makes the saves that no other keeper can make. And I think that's what Craig Gordon is, and I think that's what we'll need. I don't think we can have a goalkeeper who saves the saves that you expect him to save at this tournament. If we're going to progress, we need somebody that can do something a little bit extraordinary, and that's Craig Gordon all over the back.
I think if Craig Gordon was going to start against Haiti, he'd have had to have played some part in that game.
Possibly,
I think you're right, Scott. I think you're right.
Yeah,
possibly.